Hello dear friends and welcome to this video. Today we will talk about what is a good diabetic lunch. So a lunch that is good for diabetics. And of course the goal is to have control over the blood sugar. But of course weight management is also very important, and of course a healthy lunch as well. So not too many calories, healthy, and it will not spike your blood sugar like crazy is the goal here. I'm sorry for my voice. I still have a little bit of cold this spring. It's been a little bit crazy, but I'm a teacher, so there's many students as well. But hopefully it will be okay, and I will sound like a wise old man. There are many ways of having a good lunch, and in my country, in Norway, we have this called matpakke, where it's very common to have bread with some type of spread. And the problem with this can be that if you eat a lot of bread, especially very processed bread, also very light bread, it has a big tendency to spike your blood sugar. Also, if you have, for example, jam as your spread, then you can really have a big blood sugar spike, or Nutella or something like this. So this we try to avoid a little bit, but there is possibilities with bread. There are many good breads out there which have very low levels of carbohydrates and still have more fat and protein. For example, I eat myself bread every lunch, and I have this very good dark bread with a lot of seeds in it, and it's almost 100% full grain, so it doesn't spike my blood sugar at all. I can really see slowly over time that it's really nice, has a slow release of carbohydrates, and it lasts also then very long. So it's not like you don't need to eat any bread at all. If you're diabetic, bread can be fine, but you need to choose the breads that are good, that doesn't have too many carbs and takes long for your body to process, so it has a slow release of carbohydrates and not like instantly all the sugar, to your body. So this is very important if you choose bread. There are also many good breads here that you can find. Also sourdough is nice. Some of them carbohydrates have been used in the process of fermentation. So here also one can look a bit into it. And sometimes I have sourdough bread, and it can be then lighter, I see, and affect my blood sugar less. So this is also wonderful. Also some breads with sprouts, like Ezekiel bread, is wonderful here. So yeah, check it out yourself. Maybe make your own bread. Can be wonderful. And of course with the spreads, me personally also to take care of my health, and we have a lot of good seafood here in Norway. I really like to have some sandwiches with some type of seafood, salmon maybe some other type of seafood. So I try to incorporate it in my lunch as a type of spread on the bread. I really like that. I really like salmon, for example, smoked mackerel. Norwegian, you kind of have to. So this can be very nice. And some cheese, some good cheese, some good ham. And I like my grandmother did, to have the last one with some jam, some nice blueberry jam from Norway. It's wonderful. And again, make sure that it's not like only sugar and tiny bit of berries, but maybe those who are 80% berries or 60% berries or something like this is much better, much healthier. So here you can choose. There's also good now vegetarian options, for example hummus, or also other vegetarian spreads, which are very nice. So whatever one prefer, a little bit of like caprese, whatever one likes. So this can be very healthy, and it can also have a slow blood sugar release as well. One of my other favorites is a good salad. It's perfect for lunch, with some nice extra virgin olive oil, some good salad, maybe some meat, some fish to the salad, or just some beans, whatever, some cheese like halloumi to keep you satisfied, to keep you full also after eating the salad. So there are also many possibilities with a good and healthy salad if you enjoy that, and maybe especially if you need to lose some weight, because you can have a lot of the green leaves and then it is quite filling without having so many carbohydrates. So even if you have a darker bread, it's often quite a bit of carbohydrates and calories. Calories, of course, is the important thing here, but with a salad, it's much easier to lower the calories, so also the carbohydrates. So this is also very a good option. And of course, you have things like leftover from the dinner. We will talk about the good diabetic dinner in another episode. But yeah, so if you had a good diabetic dinner, why not also have the leftovers for lunch as well? Other possibilities is yogurt. Here also you can add on whatever you like, chia seeds, for example, and you can make it very sweet. You can make it really spike your blood sugar with yogurt. So one has to be careful with too much honey, too much sugar, too much syrup and these products. But you can make also really nice, like a muesli bowl, smoothie bowl, something like this, and have yogurt to it. And also a nice smoothie is wonderful. But again, one has to be careful with the carbohydrates here as well. So yeah, I did it once or twice, but yeah, I felt it peaked my blood sugar a bit too much with the smoothie and just having a big one for lunch. So maybe here there are other better possibilities for your lunch. A nice soup also. I don't know so many people having soup for lunch, but if you want a very healthy option, you know, low on carbohydrates, low on calories, a good soup can also be a very good alternative for your lunch. So there are many possibilities here. Check it out, but some main things to think about is, of course, to avoid this crazy blood sugar spike, which can happen, especially with a lot of white bread and sweet things, and to make it healthy and to make it also filling, satisfying. Yeah, so it's very easy, like, to get this blood sugar spike and then crash afterwards. So for example, if you have something that's sustaining, like seeds and nuts or good, you know, yogurt, a lot of protein, then it can keep for a very long time. Yeah? A lot of like good salad with some, for example, halloumi, some extra virgin olive oil, you know, it could keep satisfied for very long. And this is, of course, very important also, so you don't go crazy in the food market on the way home to making your dinner. So some thoughts here, something what I do also. So I hope this will be useful. Have a wonderful day. Bye.